Hello and welcome to the North American Rival Series. Today's coverage is brought to you by Rival Esports. I'm your host, Ryan, and joining me is Sleegy and Hunted. How are you guys doing today?
Absolutely wonderful, sir. Cannot wait to get started. It's been a long time since we've done one of these B streams here on Rival Esports, and I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm also extremely excited. Looking at the lineup of the teams that we've got ready to play today, this is looking to be a really exciting day of Rocket League, and I just can't wait to jump straight into it.
No, and I'm sure all of our viewers at home are excited as well. We have a great set of matches lined up for you guys today. First up, we've got Monkey Business versus 72 Pin Connector. Then after that, we have Warriors International versus Mirage. And then to wrap things up, we're going to have Chaos Esports versus Stromboli. That's going to be an awesome matchup right there at the end. I think I'm going to give that one the game of the day. But before we go any further, we're going to go talk about our first game. We're not going to worry about those other ones right now. So it's Monkey Business versus 72 Pin Connector. Those two teams, they're struggling a bit right now. We all thought they were going to do really well this season. Just on paper, these teams look fantastic. As we've all been saying, this team can do some damage. But what do you think's going on here? Because 72 Pin Connector, their problem is they're not able to close out these series. And then Monkey Business just haven't found their groove. So Hunted, I'm going to start with you. What's going on?
Well, I think it comes down to the Rival Series, number one, just having a ton of talent. I mean, this is probably the most competitive Rival Series we've seen to date, number one. And number two, you also kind of have to look at the teams that they have been up against. 72 PC, I think, has had the easier of the two schedules, but still they took Chaos and Mirage to 5 games. As you said, they couldn't quite finish out that series. But Monkey Business, they started their season against Stromboli and the Charlotte Phoenix. Two teams which a lot of people consider to be top squads in the Rival Series. So, maybe it was just a bit of a bad draw for Monkey Business, and they're going to start to try to turn things around here. I don't know. Honestly, I think that either one of these teams could bounce back from this 0-2 start and still make a good push into the top.
And Sleegy, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I agree, especially in the case of 72 Pin Connector. I mean, they've lost both of their series in close matchups, both going to game 5. So, I really think they're going to be coming out here hungry to try and turn some of that luck around and get a victory out of today. Because, when you have close results like that don't go your way twice in a row, it's just hard to see because they've been playing good Rocket League. They just need to get that final bit of execution to really push them over that threshold and into what would be their first victory of the season so far.
Yeah, and like you were saying, both these teams, they are looking for their first win right here today. And I mean, again, 72 Pin Connector, both their series came down 3-2. And then Monkey Business, both theirs were very close to sweeps. They've only won one game the entire season so far. Granted, the season's only been 2 games for them, but still, they are looking for that startup here. I'm just going to go straight into predictions with you guys. I'm going to start with you, Sleegy. Who do you think's going to take this and in how many games?
Well, looking at both of these teams and seeing how they've played up to this point, Monkey Business has played against 2 really good teams, but I think I'm personally going to have to give the edge to 72 Pin Connector here. Just having those close series results, I really think is going to get them fired up coming into this match. And with their lineup with Calm, just, I don't see them not walking away, but I think it will take it to game 5 yet again for them, but they'll finally be able to pull it through.
And yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with Sleegy on this one. Just to use past results, it seems like 72 PC can hang in these matches a little bit better than Monkey Business. However, again, I want to reiterate that it's been tough schedules so far for both squads. They're both quality teams, and I don't think we've seen the best of either one up to this point. But I'm just going to go with my gut feeling, and I'll say we're going to see 72 Pin Connector in another game 5, but they're going to win this one.
I'm going to have to go unanimously with you two on this. I think it's going to game 5, and I think that 72 Pin Connector are finally going to be able to take this one home. But again, we're looking for both these teams to try and make those connections and try to finally pick up that win. Hopefully, we'll be able to see one of them start their ascent into greatness today. But that is enough from me. I'm going to hand things off to you guys.
Well, thank you so very much, Ryan. And yes, Leaguey, first match of the B stream here. And it's always a lot of fun every single season when we get to do this. Of course, we've got 3 matchups today here in North America. We had EU yesterday as well, and I can't think of a better first matchup for us to have on this B stream here.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, having talked about it and really looking at what these two teams are, even though we've got both of these teams sort of sitting at the bottom of the table, that means they're going to have a lot to be playing for. They've not had the greatest start to their seasons, as we've been talking about. And so I really think we're going to see two teams that are going to come in hungry, absolutely just giving it their all to come away with whatever they can here. Because, I mean, even though it's still early in the season, if you lose a third game in a row, that's going to be starting to look really bad for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to start 0-3, even though it is, again, a bit of a longer season. Granted, last season, same length, but longer overall for everybody in the Rival Series. An 0-3 start, though, still, it doesn't give you a whole lot to look forward to. You can certainly still come back, but it's a long road, and you've got to be near that top to number one, keep your spot, which is kind of the goal, I think, for everybody this season, but also to give yourself a chance at RLCS. And, that is the main goal. I don't think just about any of the teams are going to be satisfied with just retaining their spot. They're all going to be pushing for those top spots to try to challenge into the championship series.
Yeah, and like Ryan was mentioning earlier, I mean, this is one of the most competitive rival series we've ever seen, especially in the NA. So anything that you can grab out of this is hard earned. And starting out with an 0-3 really starts to back you into a corner. It starts to limit your options as far as what you need to do to get back in line with trying to get into that promotion tournament, with trying to make your team qualify for the RLCS. And it all comes down to this opening game between these two teams who, again, just going to be desperate for whatever they can grab. The road has to start here for one of these teams.
Absolutely. And we are getting the match underway. We are having a little bit of a PC problem with one of the players. They're getting that resolved. Will be underway very shortly. But while we do that, we would love to know what you all in chat think is going to happen in this series. Make sure to vote before we get started here. Use the command !MNKY, I believe, for Monkey Business, and !72PC for 72PC if you think they're going to take this one. I'd really be interested to see what everybody in chat thinks. As I think, Sleegy, we are just about ready to get underway.
Yeah, I think we are as well. We're in the lobby now, just waiting for everybody to get ready. And with all of the speculation, with everything that we've been sort of talking about leading up into this, I'm just ready to see these players in action, getting started and getting ready to roll to start us off today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it still looks like we're having, again, a little bit of technical issues here with some of the players. So very sorry. We'll get this underway quickly here. But, of course, Sleegy, this is our first broadcast on Rival Esports channel. Make sure that you do follow that if you want to catch all of the Rival Series B stream action we're going to have over the next couple of weeks. And, of course, we want to give a huge shout out to all of our production staff. Of course, Simpson behind the cameras. Of course, Ryan, who you saw earlier, who is sitting off screen waiting for this one to get started for us. And everybody, Phalius and Quent and everyone behind the scenes for Rival. We thank you so very much for allowing us to be here and doing this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It takes so many people, so much dedication to make this happen. And with that, it looks like we're about to get right into the action right now. It looks like the players are taking the field. So we're almost ready to get started, Hunted.
That it looks like we are. The players are here, though. May have another technical restart. Yeah, it looks like Lion Blaze still lagging here. So might be going. No, he's asking for a reset. So unfortunately, Sleeky, we're going to have to wait again, see what we can do about this. Unfortunate circumstances to start the game, but, of course, we want everybody to be on the same playing field going into this one.
Yeah, especially with how important this matchup is going to be, making sure that everyone's on the same playing field, making sure that they're exactly where they need to be is critical. And so once we get that worked out, we'll be able to get back started with this and see how these two teams face off against each other.
Again, we apologize for the delay. We'll get that underway shortly here. But let's go back and let's take a quick look at the history here for these two teams just in this iteration of the Rival Series League. We talked about it briefly, and we mentioned kind of the key parts, but I think one of the biggest things to me for Monkey Business is that they do only have that one game win under their belt. In the rival series so far, they've played 2 matches, and I think that even if they drop this series, they've got to win at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, they've got to try and collect anything they can out of this. Like you said, even if they end up not winning this series, they've got to do something to try and build their momentum on their side, because if the ultimate for them worst case scenario happens and they end up getting swept, that can be brutal for a team's mentality. So it sort of goes back to what I was mentioning earlier with, I really do expect, especially Monkey Business, but both of these teams to be giving everything they've got, because at this point each individual win itself is important.
No, absolutely. And Stromboli, they are off to a 6-0 start in the rival series. Of course, the best start that they could have hoped for, and one of those wins was over top of Monkey Business. So you kind of have to take their 1-6 record, I think, with a grain of salt, because again, they've played some of the best teams that are on offer this season. And I don't know. I don't know how 72PC is going to match up against them, purely because they're both in that same kind of boat, right? They're both kind of in that struggle territory so far, that it's almost, I wouldn't say it's desperation at this point, right? I mean, they're not desperate for a win, but that none of them have to feel good with how they've started.
No, it's definitely not a good feeling coming into this, knowing you've already lost your 2 previous matches. I mean, this is really, though, a good moment, because since they are both at sort of the bottom of the table right now, it means that this can definitely, for at least one of these 2 teams, because obviously someone has to win, be a stepping point to building confidence, trying to build momentum for them moving forward in the season. Because regardless, after this series, one of these teams is eventually going to get their first win of the season.
Well, I can't wait to see who it is. And again, we apologize for the delay. We'll get things going as soon as we are able to here. Yeah, I mean, still, we have the other side. We haven't talked about 72 pin connector, and I think their loss against Mirage, while I wouldn't call it surprising. I mean, you look at the roster for Mirage and in Luke and Joe Freshness, or Freshness as he likes to be called now. It's again, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but when I was watching that, I thought 72 pin was going to come out on top for sure. And Luke just absolutely popped off in that series for Mirage. And you just wonder, does 72 pin connector fall to teams that have players that can carry individual games? Because if that's the case, then Monkey Business, Stokely Com, AEON, all 3 of those guys can win individual games if they need to.
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely can. And it also makes you wonder if it's potentially a stamina issue for 72 pin connector. Both of their games go into game 5 where they ultimately fall just slightly short. It makes you think if they are better at the front end of the series than they are near the end, if they can try and secure a win here in 3 or 4 games without letting it hit that game 5, if that'll have an impact mentally. Because when it comes down to a game 5, it really starts to pressure builds upon you, and everything with this is a must-win situation can sometimes get to a player.
Absolutely. But 72 pin connector, at least they can say they've been in those situations a couple of times. It's been, unfortunately, 2 losses for them. But if you're going to lose, you might as well lose 2-3 in a series, right? I mean, you take as many game wins as possible, as that is, the tiebreakers and things like that coming down to the end of the season. You want as many individual game wins as possible. But again, we apologize for the delay. We're trying to get this match started. We will start very, very shortly. But Sleeky, we haven't really talked about upcoming matches as well. We've got this 72 PC, we've got Monkey Business, but upcoming after that, everybody needs to make sure that they stay tuned here, because we've got, I believe, Warriors International and Mirage, who we just kind of talked about a little bit briefly, and then, of course, Chaos versus Stromboli. And Ryan mentioned it very briefly, but Chaos versus Stromboli has huge implications in the rival series just in general.
Oh, absolutely massive. Stromboli sitting as the Titans of NA right now. They haven't dropped a single game so far this season. Have been just looking absolutely incredible throughout their play. But if there was going to be a team coming in here to potentially take them down, especially today, Chaos Esports looks like they've have a really good opportunity to really shake up the NA table for Rival Series.
You're absolutely right. I think that the results of today are going to, sounds kind of weird, but I think the results of today are going to make those standings look quite interesting tomorrow and, of course, on Friday upcoming for the next edition of Rival Series on the mainstream there. But, Stromboli and Chaos, of course, talked about it, top of the leaderboard there, and I'm just looking at this Stromboli roster, and again, for them to win 2 best of 5s, just straight sweeps. I knew that Stromboli was going to be a strong team coming in. I didn't think they would be that strong.
Yeah, and again, pulling back to what we were mentioning earlier, this being one of the toughest rival series to date, it makes that even more impressive at the fact that they've been able to pull 2 sweeps. I mean, you're talking about the caliber of play has really been increasing as time has gone on, and they have just been playing on the next level. And if they can continue that later on today and keep up their momentum, I wouldn't be at all surprised not only to see them in a promotion tournament, but to see them potentially take down a team in the promotion tournament, because they have been just absolutely on fire, not only with their team plays, but with solo efforts and just making the plays happen when they absolutely need to happen.
No, 100%. And, I guess I didn't really consider, but there could be a group of viewers here with us at Rival Esports that aren't really sure how the format works for the Rival Series, and it is a little bit different this season as compared to last season. So, you talk about that promotion tournament, there's even a step above that now in the Rival Series where you're directly into RLCS. Right now, Stromboli, of course, it's only 2 games in. They're sitting there at that 6-0 spot, so they could potentially be one of those teams to challenge that number 1 spot. But those top 3 are the big 3 that you're shooting for here in the Rival Series, because, of course, that top spot goes to RLCS. The next 2 go into that promotion tournament. And honestly, I think with the talent we have and the fact that they're going to be scrimming and playing against each other over and over and over until we get to that promotion tournament, I would not be surprised, at least in NA. I can't really speak for EU too much, but I would not be surprised to see one or even both of those teams move up.
Yeah, and that just puts even more implications on this match between Stromboli and Chaos Esports, because they have their eyes set on that for sure. I mean, I think everyone in Rival Series does. And so for an opportunity for Chaos to sort of mess the pot around, stir it up, and try and stake their claim to potentially trying to capture that top spot for themselves is just huge. And so I'm really looking forward to that game, seeing how it plays out and seeing how, with all these implications on the line, especially still this early on in the season, how that affects the players and how it affects their gameplay.
Well, it also applies to the teams that we're watching now as well. I mean, of course, they're all Rival Series teams, but 72 Pin Connector and Monkey Business, they're at the bottom of the table at the moment. They're both 0-2. They haven't had the greatest start, and you don't want to be in those bottom 4 teams. If you're in the bottom 4, you've got to re-qualify again next season, which, that there's plenty of horror stories in trying to qualify for the Rival Series and how difficult it can be. So you want to make the most of that opportunity when you get up here. And that's kind of what we're talking about with this series. This needs to be for one of these teams, because unfortunately they both can't win, that it needs to be that point that this is where they gain their confidence, and this is where they start to climb that ladder to, at the very least, finish in 6th place.
Yeah, it's a stepping off point for sure. Just, not, again, it's something I mentioned before, and I'll mention it again, to build confidence and to build momentum because it gives you that little bit more breathing room. If you can get a win here, it lets you sort of strategize and plan a little bit more. Obviously, you want to try and win every game, but with your backs against the wall, like they would be if you start off the season 0-3, you're put into a position where every single game, every single series is just so hyper critical that you can't afford to lose. And that sort of pressure can really affect not only a player's mentality, but your play style, how you come into a game planned, just the strategy that you're using overall. Desperation can do crazy things, sometimes good, sometimes not, to teams. And that's certainly a situation that neither of these teams are going to want to be leaving this match thinking about.
No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. You don't want to be in that position. We've already talked about, going down 0-3 to start your season is less than ideal. I think we can most certainly say. And again, we are getting ready. I think the match is almost upon us here. Yes, it is. The players are joining. Again, we apologize for the delay, but we are about to get into game number 1 between Monkey Business and 72 PC right here on Rival Esports. First match of the B stream. Are you excited, Sleeky? Because I know I am.
Oh, I'm even more excited. This build-up has just been leading into this match. And, with all the talking, all the speculation, all the predictions, I'm just ready to see what ends up happening down on the field.
Well, we are underway with game number 1. Monkey Business in blue, AEON, Com, and Stokely. And in orange, 72 PC, Demo, Jacob, and Lion Blaze. As this is Jacob out of the corner, this will bounce down in front. No touch from Com. As here comes Demo rotating forward. He's actually going to wait a minute, take that one away, and now Lion Blaze towards the net. That's the first shot of the game. It will be saved away by Com.
And so far, early aggression coming out of 72 PC. They get that opening shot to try and start breaking the ice, but a good position here from Monkey Business, getting blocked away. Good start, though, so far for 72 PC.
No, absolutely. Here comes Lion Blaze. The flick over top of Com, and he will put it in the back of the net. 1-0 for the Orange squad.
And right as I talk about it, Lion Blaze, beautiful catch on top of his car, gets a great placed flick. Com not able to jump up to it. Just like that, 72 PC off to a 1-0 start after some good initial pressure.
One thing we didn't touch on in the pregame, this is kind of a battle between fan favorites. If, a lot of people a fan of Jacob, happy to see him back in the professional sphere of Rocket League. And, of course, AEON, who has suffered his fair share of drama over the offseason, but he is here back again, ready to prove once more that he belongs in the Rival Series and RLCS, of course. It is 1-0 for 72 PC as we approach the minute-and-a-half mark. Jacob will pop this one out. Here's Demo. That's going to go just a bit high, and Com will clear it away.
And still, 72 PC pushing hard in this Monkey Business half. Just getting everything they can to keep the ball away, keep it in their possession, and try and finding a hole to get it through. So far, it's worked out well for them, and for Monkey Business, they've really just got to try and find a way to get it downfield without giving it away.
As now Lion Blaze will turn out of his corner, pops it up for Jacob, but Stokely will cut him off. Now Demo can't get around Com. It'll pop up for AEON. Starting the transition now. He's not going to quite go around Lion Blaze. It's in the corner here for Stokely. Jacob trying his best to get this one back down the pitch, and we've seen a pretty slow start, I would say, to the series. Both teams just playing back and forth for the moment. We have a goal on the board, 3 shots for Lion Blaze in the series, but really that's about it.
Yeah, after that little bit of initial pressure at the beginning from 72 Pin Connector, we've seen just some back and forth action in the midfield. Both teams not really wanting to press too hard, but at the same time trying to maintain possession. And it's essentially turned into a game of volleyball, the midfield, as possession has been transferring back and forth so much.
There's a good win from Stokely. This could set up AEON, but Lion Blaze in solid position. Will clear it back down. Now AEON, he's trying to turn. He'll get challenged by Jacob. Demo, great job keeping that one in. It will be Stokely off the ceiling to get it back through mid. Now Com with the Demo onto Lion Blaze. It's a 3-on-2 in the orange zone. It'll bounce across the goal mouth. But a clear from Lion Blaze will give Stokely something to think about. As we've played just about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes. It's 1-0 for 72 PC.
Ooh, and almost a really well-placed combo play there from Monkey Business. It almost found its way into an open net, but unfortunately a little bit of a missed touch there at the very end sent it wide, but good showing there from Monkey Business as they try again, but that shot from Calm blocked by Lion Blaze.
Solid defensive positioning again from 72 PC. They've stopped just about every offensive before they could get set up for Monkey Business, though this is an opportunity. If there's any follow-up from Calm, he won't beat Jacob to it. Stokely's going to turn and play this one in. He's got AEON waiting in mid, but no touch from him. Should be a clear for Lion Blaze. Won't quite get the challenge by AEON. Now Calm to keep it in. This will bounce out towards the mid, but no problem for Demo. And again, just staunch defense so far from 72 PC.
Open opportunity here for Calm as he tries to get it past Jacob. It's been Monkey Business showing a lot of pressure so far in these final minutes, but like you said, the defense keeping 72 PC alive. They have had opportunities coming their way, and they have taken every one of them to get the defensive save and push it back downfield.
72 PC trying to kill the final 30 seconds. They're still up a goal. That's a good touch from Jacob. It'll send Calm into his own corner. He gets challenged by Demo. AEON comes over and supports. Good challenge from Lion Blaze, but it falls to Stokely. He loses possession for a moment, and he will get challenged there by Democat. 15 seconds left. Now AEON across the way. Stokely not in position, and Demo will send it back down. Final 5 seconds. This is up. AEON is there. He's going off the back wall. Can he get a double? He does! Oh, what a save from Demo on the goal line, and that will do it. 72 PC take game one.
And a clutch save at that as well. That was absolutely on target. Demo, though, reads it well. It didn't quite have enough power to catch him off guard. He just had to make sure that he found his way to the ball. But that he did rather competently as well. And, you know, it was a bit of an uneventful match during the middle section of it, but the beginning was 72 PC finding that goal, and then the end with all of the pressure that Monkey Business was showing. A good job from 72 PC on playing both the offensive and defensive parts of the game so well.
And you talk about that pressure from Monkey Business there at the end, but they only managed to take 2 shots on goal. And really the only dangerous one was that last second chance by AEON. He was trying to create plays earlier on, but again, the spacing from 72 PC was so good in their own half.
It really was. And 72 PC, it felt like they just knew where the ball was going to come. They were able to read their opponents so well to just be in position. Rotations were on point. It felt like they were just going to shut down anything that Monkey Business threw their way. And so I feel like Monkey Business has to try and be a little bit more aggressive coming into this game too.
Well, we'll see if they can throw off the defensive rotation. I definitely think that should be the name of the game for Monkey Business. Aggression, trying to use your physical presence to disrupt that rotation. As Calm makes an initial save, he won't get the second one. And guess who? It's Lion Blaze again, 72 PC off and running.
Yeah, early starts for 72 PC, both of these games. Lion Blaze picking up that hit off the backboard so well. Just able to knock it into that left side, and he gets them off to a quick lead, which will do well to alleviate any concerns they might have had coming into this game.
They managed to win the last game 1-0. It was a goal that was scored early on that won it. Can they replicate that success here in game 2? We've got a lot of time to find out, just about 4.5 minutes. As Lion Blaze looking for Jacob, it'll be AEON to reject him. Now Demo. Stokely's in a bit of a pickle there, but he wins the challenge and tries to get it out. Great touch. Here comes Calm, though he may have just given that one away. That's an easy stop there for Jacob. AEON still keeps it going. Stokely's up for it, but Lion Blaze again so quick to the ball, our 72 PC right now.
And Stokely got up to the ball there, but was that a bit of a weird angle as that shot actually comes really close there from Jacob, coming off the bar. But it seems like back and forth action right now, again, taking place sort of like we saw in game 1. And it's 72 PC that are getting the more dangerous of chances right now.
That they most certainly are. Still no shots. This should be the first one. Actually, no, Demo's going to take that one away. Still no shots for Monkey Business here in game 2. Demo, that's a slow roller, but it's in the net. He just beats out the defender, and 72 PC take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, great initial clear from Demo. He's actually able to snag that boost away from Calm. the reason he's able to stay in front, just slots it home. Good positioning pays off for 72 PC there as they're able to double their lead.
Just a minute and a half gone, 2-0 for 72 PC. Monkey Business still looking for their first goal of the series, and a sharp angle from Demo. He'll find a second.
Man, you've got to be careful with where you give away possession. Demo reads that like a book, has the angle, knows he has it. You can see the unconcerned expression on his car essentially as he takes that shot. Really well placed, and 72 PC on a roll right now.
They might even get another one here as Jacob makes Stokely work for it. Now Demo trying to play this down for Lion Blaze, but it will be AEON to find the clear. More pressure from 72 PC. They're not done in the goal scoring department as Lion Blaze will pop that one up. Demo is there right off of Stokely. That's off the bar. It will be cleared away. Nearly a fourth goal, but goodness has the momentum shifted to 72 PC after game one.
Really has. Jacob actually with an opportunity here. Stokely, though, able to stay on top. Defense still pretty good for Monkey Business, but with how many opportunities 72 PC is sending their way, they can't expect to continue to weather the storm. They have got to try and just keep possession at any cost.
No, absolutely. Need to stop the bleeding. Need to get one back if you're Monkey Business here. As halftime approaches, Jacob gets challenged by Com. AEON will help him out. Is touched by Com again. AEON up for it. Underneath, Lion plays great touch. Stokely to follow, but it's cleared away. Jacob there in time. And now he's got a one-on-one with AEON back the other way. Looking for the flick. Won't find it. Solid defense on either side. Keeps us at 3-0.
Ooh, and that was a good pass from Com into the midfield. Stokely just wasn't quite able to get the read. Comes just shy. And it's those sorts of attacking opportunities that Monkey Business really can't afford to give up. A Demo there to clear the way, but it's still not enough to get past the 72 PC defense.
And it's Jacob again who rotates in just in the nick of time to clear it away. He's been there when he's needed to be. And still they haven't given up a goal to Monkey Business. We've played just about 8.5 minutes of Rocket League here in this series. As this one will fall down, Lion Blaze trying to get it by everyone, and Stokely now challenging him. It'll bounce in mid. Jacob and Com. It will be Com's challenge to win, but now Demo back into the blue zone. Off the wall, Demo shoots, he scores. Wow. Hat trick for Demo, and this game all but over now.
I mean, this is a really good bounce for a Demo, but what a good read as well. He knew exactly the angle that ball was going to hit and come back down. He was in the perfect position to send it through, and that goal not only secures the fourth for 72 PC in this game, but also secures the hat trick for Demo.
With that shot there from Lion Blaze, it's 13 on goal in this game. Only 3 from Monkey Business. They're still looking for their first. As here comes Lion Blaze, he's going to get challenged by Stokely. 4-0, 1 minute to go here in game 2. 72 pin connector. They look, honestly, Sleeky, they look like a team who doesn't want anything to do with going to a game 5.
No, I was just about to mention our game 5 predictions might be a little bit at risk at the moment, because 72 PC has come out here with a fire in their hearts, determination in their eyes, and they have absolutely left nothing on the field. Continuous pressure, stout defense, and with 30 seconds left, holding on to a 4-0 lead to put them on series point if they can hold on.
And I do like the point that they haven't slowed down. Even with a 2, 3, 4 goal lead, they still pressure, they still look for opportunities. They do not want to give Monkey Business an inch in this series. 4-0. 10 seconds left to go. Demo will try for one final one. He's already got 3. There's a flip reset. He's looking for the bump on AEON. Nearly found it, but it will be cleared away. With that, game 2 goes to 72 PC. 4-0 final score.
Yeah, and it's just really just aggressive from 72 PC, but aggressive in the good way. They are pushing the ball upfield, but they're not leaving any holes defensively. Every time Monkey Business tried to initiate a counterattack or push anything back downfield, it just felt like 72 Pin Connector knew that was about to happen. They were in the proper positioning to stop it, and then their execution has just been on point. You know, sometimes positioning can be really well, but if you don't execute on the mechanical side of it, it's for naught, and that has not been an issue for 72 PC so far this game.
No, it certainly hasn't. And, you know, you look at Demo, he's got 3 goals in this game. You certainly see him putting out a lot of offensive output, but one player that we mentioned, and I have to mention him again, Jacob, he's been fantastic on the defensive side of the ball. Even when Monkey Business have started to look for bumps and more physical plays on the offensive side, it always seems like Jacob is almost kind of clairvoyant, like he knows what's about to happen and he's in perfect position for it.
Well, we'll see if they can turn this momentum that they've been holding on to into a 3-0 sweep. And if you're Monkey Business right now, I mean, you've got to be nervous, but you can't let that affect you at all. This is a do-or-die situation. You cannot afford to lose this game to a sweep.
No, as that's a good shot from AEON, and just like that, Monkey Business, they find their first goal of the series. Sleeky, it took them over 10 minutes, but hey, they're going to take this one every time.
I mean, that's just a well-played shot, good speed, and it sort of breaks the trend we've seen so far. 72 PC up to this point been the ones to score early, but Monkey Business taking it in this one. We'll see if that has any effect on the rest of the game.
There's AEON again, and he'll score 2-0 now for Monkey Business, and AEON, he's putting on his goal scorer's cap.
Yeah, just a good pass, but AEON reads it so well, knows exactly where it's got to go to beat both of those defenders, and executes 2-0 for Monkey Business, and we're not even 30 seconds into game 3.
You talk about a great way to respond after getting shut out for 2 straight games. Might as well put 2 on as Lion Blaze, he sent himself down to the pitch there, no flip, as he was unable to make that play. Now here comes Calm. Jacob. Sidewall, AEON will get the read. This is towards the orange net. Calm nearly found the redirect. It does stay out for now, so the 2-goal lead stands for the moment. Great pressure from Monkey Business. They are all over the ball now. I think those first 2 goals have given them a whole lot of confidence here in game 3.
And as it should, it was 2 really well-played goals, and just anything that they can do at this point to maintain this momentum is huge, especially that save from Stockley there to keep it a 2-0 game.
This will bounce for Calm. He's waiting, trying to bait out Lion Blaze. Great pass to AEON. The pass back to Calm. Can he get this one by Jacob? Tried to find that. He didn't have boost to really challenge Jacob there, and now it will turn around for Lion Blaze. This one's just wide of the goal. Lion Blaze trying to pinch it out. That is perfect to Demo, but he hits the crossbar. Jacob, the rebound. Oh, it's off a Demo, and it's out. That was a goal for sure for 72 PC, but it gets taken away.
And it feels like the dynamic has just completely switched around. Up to this point, 72 PC had been taking clear advantage of all of their opportunities, not really, you know, missing like that there, but now in this game, Monkey Business, all of the momentum in their corner, they're pushing it really well downfield, and they're stopping some really good opportunities.
Well, Calm with a couple of demos opens up some space again. Now here comes Stokely out of the corner. It'll bounce down towards Jacob. He's looking for the clear. AEON not going to get a touch, but here's Calm looking for the near post shot. Barely got the second touch off the wall, but it goes just a bit wide. Halftime now, 2-0 for Monkey Business. But this feels night and day from game 1 and 2.
It really does. It feels like Monkey Business has stopped monkeying around and really gotten down to business, because the amount of speed that we're seeing from them right now, pushing it downfield, getting these open spots, I mean, just being where they need to be and utilizing their teamwork as one comes close to finding an odd angle there has been huge for them, and they're still holding on to this 2-goal advantage.
Couple of lobs over the box. Will be pinched back down as now Calm. He's going to play this up towards AEON. This is back wall. Calm is there, but he can't put it on goal. Jacob was in his face. But again, 72 PC, tables have most certainly turned. They cannot get out of their own zone. They had a chance for a goal. This one's still bouncing at the top of the box. Jacob is going to push it away. 95 seconds left to go. Still 2 needed by the orange team. That's overcome, but AEON's there calmly to play it on. He will get the follow-up touch as well, and 72 PC back to the drawing board.
And they're going to need to draw up something special right now because Com putting a third on the board. Excellent backboard read to put them even farther in the lead.
And Monkey Business, they don't even want to score regular goals, League. They want highlight reel goals in this game. They're sending a message to 72 PC. They are not out of this series yet. And you know that with their history, I think 72 PC, you've got to be feeling a little woozy here. You've obviously got a 2-game lead, and that's great. But if you drop this one, you drop the next one. Game 5 is kind of scary.
It really is, especially with their record of Game 5 so far this season. You know, both of 72 PC's games went into Game 5 with them up 2-1 after Game 3, and they have not been able to win Games 4 or 5 so far this season. Today could be a day to end that trend, but they've got to be a little bit nervous right now.
Yeah, and that play there from Demo kind of, in a nutshell, what Game 3 has been for 72 PC. It was a good play. They just couldn't finish it off. 30 seconds left to go. This one looks like we will be heading into Game 4. Jacob tried to fake Stokely there with the wave dash. Not quite going to work. I think 72 PC, they love to find one at the end of this game, at least for a little bit of confidence, because boy, has it been a dominant effort from Monkey Business.
I mean, they really put together what they needed to come back in this game and really just start to put the momentum in their half of the field. It started with that early goal to get them in the lead, and then from there, a quick second goal that was beautiful to behold to really put them even farther in the lead. And it felt like once they grabbed a hold of a little bit of momentum, they were able to multiply it so quickly to just continue to build and build. And they end up getting a 3-0 sweep in Game 3 to get them a point back in this series.
That they will, and that's our third shutout of the series as well. Monkey Business, of course, taking this one, so they are able to stay in the series. We're going to head to Game 4. Biggest stat that screams to me, Sleegy: 6 shots for Monkey Business and 7 for 72 PC, but all of the pressure was on that orange side of the field. It's just Monkey Business, they force 72 PC to play small, easily defendable shots on goal.
Yeah, they really did. It felt like Monkey Business was just in control that entire time. Once they started to get loose and get the shots downfield, 72 PC spent the entire match playing catch-up, and they never were able to find any sort of hole to get a goal through. And so we'll see how Monkey Business converts that momentum from Game 3 into Game 4 as we get ready to get started here.
Well, here we are on Utopia Coliseum, Game 4. Monkey Business and 72 PC. Jacob, he's going to go underneath Stokely. Tables have most certainly turned, and it's now time to see if the orange team can muster a good start to this game. Getting blown out of the last one as AEON, that's towards the net. Good touch from Lion Blaze. He's over Calm. Great pinch off the wall. This is going to give AEON a little bit of trouble there. He ends up making the save, but now the pass down to Demo. Good clear away. Stokely up. He'll beat Lion Blaze to it, but it's a bit too hard. No risk now for 72 PC.
Yeah, and both of these teams' speed really starting to pick up. You can definitely see they're doing everything they can to just try and get the ball as quickly as they can back downfield. The sort of defensive first style of play that we've sort of seen up to this point is kind of gone out the window as they are just going for shots, passes, anything they can to find an opening downfield.
I will say the first minute seems to be at least in favor of 72 PC. They've had a majority of the pressure as here's Lion Blaze looking for a double touch. Calm, good positioning there to play that off the back wall. Jacob, nobody in support. This is a transition play. Demo's up for it quickly. Played a minute and a half, no score. Game number 4, AEON tried to force that over top of Demo. Stokely is there. This will fall down in front. Com's going to have to rotate back. Might be in a bit of a tough spot. He's just going to backflip into it. That will be Lion Blaze to clear on. So already it seems like Monkey Business getting kind of hard stuck in midfield.
Yeah, it's been like essentially a battle of the midfield. Both of these teams, again, they're trying to play fast. They're trying to find holes, but those holes just are not existent right now, as any attempt to maintain possession and move it downfield is immediately met with a challenge that reverses possession.
It's a lot of fast, definitely a lot of fast challenges, especially through the midfield as Demo goes over Stokely. AEON is the last one back. Will get the challenge there, so the ball won't squirt out in front, and he will find the second touch as well. He's got a one-on-one with Lion Blaze, tries to go by him. It'll bounce out towards Com. Demo, good rotation to make that block. Stokely now won't be able to beat Jacob either. Here's a great pass, looking for Com through mid, far post. Demo was there, and Lion Blaze will clear it away. Best chance, I think, of the game right there for Monkey Business.
Yeah, it was a good opening, but solid defense to keep it away. And it seems like these teams are taking turns, going downfield and attempting to find a hole. Still nothing yet as we cross over into the second half. It's 0-0 throughout this game. And while there have been opportunities, it's just waiting on the one that finally gets executed on.
Overcommit. Ooh, that was scary. Monkey Business, they pushed a little bit too far forward, and Jacob had an opportunity at the goal. Just couldn't quite get it on, as now that's going to be Com down towards Stokely. He's over Jacob. This is back wall. Com is in the air. Com will score. And Monkey Business, they take the first of the game.
It takes a good amount of time to finally find that hole, but there it is. Just well placed from Com, the defender, not able to get up. He was just a couple of feet too far below the ball. And in the end, Monkey Business taking a 1-0 lead with about 1:46 left to go.
It's a bit odd. It seemed like the defense just kind of just waiting and watching on that play. Didn't really find an early challenge, and that gave Com all the space he needed. Put home the first of the goal for Monkey Business, as Demo's going to throw that towards the net. No problem for Stokely. AEON, he ends up getting demoed, but Com is there in support. Lion Blaze off his own corner wall, over top of the defender. AEON last back. This is Demo. Demo towards the net. Lion Blaze is there, but AEON cuts it off. Wonderful defensive play from AEON. He was left in a difficult spot, and he made it work.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to work with what you're left. As you were saying, definitely not a good spot to be in defensively, but somehow AEON able to keep his wits about him and stay in control of the situation. Gets the save to keep it away, and now it could be an opportunity for them as they're back downfield in the 72 PC half.
Final 50 seconds, a 1-goal lead for Monkey Business. Stokely is up for this one. Well played off the back wall for Demo. Now Jacob into the blue half. Com will wait and clear on. Back wall. Oh, this might be a giveaway. Stokely's there, but he pushed it wide. So getting away with one there is Jacob, and now with 30 seconds left. Demo by AEON. It's going to be Stokely up to clear this one on, but Lion Blaze is there to keep it in the corner. I think Monkey Business is A-okay with this as long as it doesn't score it out. Time is being wasted. Only 15 seconds left. Demo will pop it up. He has Lion Blaze waiting in mid. This is going to fall down. Nobody is there. AEON will get the touch as Lion Blaze couldn't put it on.
A situation where you absolutely have to touch the ball. No one finds it there. Final seconds, not going to be able to get back in time. And Monkey Business, after getting shut out the first 2 games of this series, they get a shutout themselves in the following 2 games that send us to game 5.
It's dueling shutout. 2 well-played games for Monkey Business, back-to-back. I mean, you said it, 72 PC. They got shut out in the last 2 games. We're going to a game 5. Monkey Business, granted, they haven't played a game 5 yet in the rival series. But for 72 PC, that's all that they've played. And it's, it's got to be scary. You've got, you're a professional player. You've got to clear those thoughts out of your mind, but in the back of their mind, there's got to be a little bit of a demon that they need to release here.
No, 100%. They've been in this situation twice before. They are very well aware of that fact right now as they get ready to try and change the tides of what has been their past so far throughout this season. But the nervousness has got to be there, and we'll see how they handle it in this decisive Game 5.
We are underway. What a comeback from Monkey Business. It looked like it was all but over after Game 2. Great shot from Demo. It's going to force the double commit out of AEON and Com. And I have a feeling, Sleeky, that this first goal is going to mean the world to this series.
That it is, but they can't focus too much on that. They just have to focus their style of play and try and make everything they can happen as that shot comes dangerously close.
Good touch from AEON. Now Com can't get around Lion Blaze. They'll demo him for it as this one's towards the net. Everybody backflipping there. Nobody finding a touch. AEON across the box. Demo. Now Com off the ceiling. Stokely's up for it. It'll be Demo again out of the corner. AEON has Com waiting. The net is open. Com will secure it, but Monkey Business, again, the third straight game, they will find the first goal.
Yeah, just another well-placed pass. Com doesn't really need to secure that, but at this level, especially with the style of play that comes out, you just want to make sure that ball goes in the back of the net. So good play there. They take the lead about a minute into Game 5, and we'll see if they can hold on.
And still 72 PC unable to find the offense in these final games as Com will play that over top. There's Demo. Has Jacob lurking through mid, but it will be AEON to clear on. He's up for a touch here. This will fall down in front. Stokely's there. What a save from Jacob. The pre-jump beats Stokely on that one.
Yeah, just really good positioning from Jacob. And the read as well to know when he needed to jump up for that, to find a touch to keep it away. He's able to maintain the current 1-goal deficit. Now, if they can try and get something moving back downfield, they can easily find an equalizer in this game.
AEON has to play on his goal line. Lion Blaze will take it away from him. This is down towards Demo. The pass out in front, but Jacob, I think he got bumped on that play. And now Stokely over the top in transition. Monkey Business, a 2-goal swing.
And after a really good opportunity, Com over to Stokely. Just good passing play, good awareness, and right up in that upper corner gives them a 2-0 lead. Huge momentum is now 72 PC has got one huge hole to try and dig themselves out of.
They've got 3 minutes to score 2 goals, as most definitely a difficult situation to be in here, as Demo was just going to send that towards Lion Blaze. Nearly got the rebound. But Jacob, he's trying to play this one towards. Lion Blaze is waiting across. Stokely there to kill that one. So will be Demo to pop it up. Jacob's up in the air. AEON back down now. Lion Blaze again through mid. Good pressure from 72 PC. They're just not able to find that one pass that opens up the defense here, Sleepy.
Well, there's a huge pass. Com trying his hardest to catch up. Demo just able to get there in time. Otherwise, that could have been deadly for them in this game. 2 goals in 2 minutes, not impossible, but with how Monkey Business has been playing these past games, Hunted, this is going to be a fight that has to come out of 72 PC to get this game back level.
Absolutely. They've got 2 minutes to find 2 goals. They've been playing on the offensive side, but Jacob has to make a save. Here comes Lion Blaze out of the corner, looking for the challenge onto Stokely. Demo is going to turn on this one. AEON, he ended up missing that back boost. He's a bit late to this challenge now. That's Demo towards the net. This will bounce out for Lion Blaze. That's a shot on goal, but Stokely again in good position to make the save. And 72 PC, they've taken their fair share of shots. They've got 10 in this game, but no goals.
Well, they've only got about 90 seconds to try and find
Demo.
2.
Stokely, he's there. He's going to score the double Demo, and that might just do it, Sleegy.
Oh, man, talk about a good read to get those demos. Stokely follows it up so well, and now from bad to worse, if you're 72 PC, you've got under 90 seconds to try and find 3 goals against a team that you haven't been able to score on at all in the past 2 games.
Absolutely a struggle here for 72 PC. Stokely, it'll be played off the back wall from Demo. 65 seconds to find 3 goals to avoid the reverse sweep. Up to Stokely. He's looking for the play down to Calm, and you can tell Monkey Business, they've got the confidence now. It's all about wasting time. This one's going to pop up for Jacob. He doesn't go for it. He gets the demo onto Stokely, but Calm is there. Demo again, looking for the pass down to Lion Blaze. It's there, but it's AEON over the top. Will this be a fourth goal? AEON's lining it up, and he scores. A goal for everyone on Monkey Business, and unbelievable, Sleeky. I think the reverse sweep has happened.
I mean, 38 seconds, anything can happen, but it would take some sort of miracle for 72PC to recover from a 4-goal deficit, and just Monkey Business taking advantage. They know coming into this game that 72PC was going to be nervous. That nervousness, as far as I can tell, has made 72PC really, really aggressive. It's left holes open in defense, and Monkey Business has been so efficient in taking advantage of those openings.
The final 15 seconds will tick away from Game 5 now, and Monkey Business, they will walk away the victors, getting their first win of the season. They will move to 1-2, and remember this, coming into this, they only had won one game in the rival series. An unreal finish. Still waiting for the ball to fall here. As will they get one final one? Yes, they will. 5-0 final score of Game 5. And the biggest thing, the reverse sweep is a huge storyline here, but we've got to talk about over 15 minutes of Rocket League, no goals for 72PC.
Yeah, I mean, they got two really well-played games at the start of this series. Sweeps that, had us questioning if our predictions of a Game 5 were even going to happen. And then I guess something just clicked in the minds of the Monkey Business players, because they came into that Game 3 with a plan, and they executed. Game 4 was just a continuation, and then Game 5, the cherry on top to cement the reverse sweep. And if you're 72PC, you've got a very terrifying trend that you're starting to set, with all 3 of their losses now coming in Game 5 after being up 2-1 after Game 3.
Yeah, it feels, I hate to make this comparison, but I'm a DC sports fan. It feels like watching the Capitals choke in the playoffs. And it's not because they didn't play their game. They dominated the first 2 games. I don't know if it was nerves. Granted, Game 3, Monkey Business just came out and played way, way better than they did in the first 2. But beyond that, it felt like Game 4 was anybody's game. 72PC was getting back to it, but when they got down, it fell apart from there.
Yeah, and it's really difficult to pin down exactly what they started to do wrong, because the first 2 games, again, they looked so solid. They were right where they needed to be. The rotations were on point, and then Game 3 onward, Monkey Business just sort of captured all of the heart, all of the momentum, and they never relinquished it. After the end of Game 2, like you mentioned, 72PC didn't score a single goal the rest of the series.
Well, let's go ahead and bring Ryan back into this one. Ryan, I'm sure you've got a lot to say.
Oh, I've got a couple things about this one. Just what happened here with 72 Pin Connector? They were just shattered there in that 3rd game, and they could not turn things around. Again, like you said, 15 minutes of Rocket League, and they didn't score a single goal. Just what happened exactly? It looks like Monkey Business just really started connecting there in that 3rd game. Do you think it was more them connecting, though, or do you think it was just 72 Pin Connector starting to kind of just crash and burn there?
Like I said, I think in Game 3, Monkey Business definitely stepped up. They realized, well, we're going to get swept here, and we're not going to go down that easy. And from there, I think the biggest turning point was in Game 4 after those. I think the first goal towards the end of that game. It looked like a deflated 72 PC team. They had offensive opportunities sometimes, but their passing was just gone. There was they weren't connecting with one another like Monkey Business was, and they weren't finding good opportunities and good shots, and Monkey Business took advantage of that.
Yeah, and it really felt like those passing plays were so critical, because in those opening 2 matches, I mean, they were used so much by 72 PC, and then from game 3 onwards, it was the complete reverse, with Monkey Business being the ones who were setting up the team plays. And I have to agree with Hunted. I think that really was the difference maker in this series.
Yeah, I mean, just again, Monkey Business played shut down Rocket League. They were not giving 72 Pin Connector a single opportunity to break through. But guys, I'm going to have to ask you the crucial question. Hunted, who was your MVP, man?
Oh, goodness. Why am I never ready for this question? Yeah, MVP, I almost want to give it to AEON for his defensive play in Game 3. Because I felt like he really was one of the players that popped off in Game 3 to help turn the tide for Monkey Business. So, you know what? That's my gut reaction. I'll go with AEON for that.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to agree with you as well, Hunted. AEON just played so solidly, was right where he needed to be, seemed like he was the glue that was holding that team together, and just really was, it felt to me, the difference maker in Game 3. And then that sort of momentum they were able to hold on to as the series progressed. Just incredible performance from him, and absolutely MVP for me.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to agree with you guys. He's my MVP pick as well. Again, that Game 3 changeup, him stepping up in such a big way, he started to see the game in a very different way, and that kind of brought Calm and Stokely along with him for the ride. And again, these guys, they stepped up and they just dominated 72 Pin Connector, pulling off the reverse sweep. And like you said earlier, Sleegy, 72 Pin Connector is setting a really bad precedent here. They go up 3-1 in all of their series so far, and games 4 and 5, they have dropped every single time. If they're going to continue that trend, only time will tell. But guys, be sure to go follow us over on Twitter at Rival Esports GG and tweet us using the hashtag Rivals. But that is going to do it for us here with our first game. We are going to be right back with Warriors International versus Mirage. Stick around for more Rival Series action.